We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And right away, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. New England. Throwing, Jones. A giant hole up the middle. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots 7, Chargers 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 16, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. Herbert now. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And take it right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Now Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First down, New England.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
And Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got Allen.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
We own them. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
45, Mike, 45. Get him.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, McKitty. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got McKitty complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Baron Browning in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Tucker McCann on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, here's Harris. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And the run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Yeah, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down.
More from L.A. in a moment.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Harris trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Patriots 17, Chargers 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. going on the ground with Eckler. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Herbert. There's a sure throw to his tight end, McKitty. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Draw play. It's Eckler. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McCann's kick up and good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jones On third down, he gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. It's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats,